Hi everyone, this is T. Thanks so much for joining me for this 23-minute gentle vinyasa flow. We will get started by coming to the top of our mat. We'll have our arms by our side and Tadasana ready. We are going to come up and out of that lower back by drawing the belly button in and up. We will become mindful of our breath. Here we will do long inhales through the nose and even longer exhales through the nose. We'll be mindful to do that throughout the practice. Long inhales through the nose and even longer exhales through the nose. Great. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Again, I want to thank you for joining me for this practice today and finding time for yourselves. Let's take our arms to the sky. We're coming into Tadasana mountain pose. Right away, we are going to grab our hands, linking them together, and we are going to do full body circles starting on the left. So using that left hand to grab the right, we are going to start motioning to the left to do full body circles. Very gently, you'll find yourself doing a little back bend as you come towards the back, and then side body stretch as you come to the side with this twist. We'll switch our hands out, having the right grab the left, and then we're going to do full body circles going the opposite way. And again, we're still mindful of our breath here. So long inhales through the nose and even longer exhales through the nose. Great. Let's go ahead and release our hands here, and we are going to circle out our wrist. Coming back to mountain pose, we're now going to forward fold, hinging at the hips and drawing that belly in. We can walk out our legs a bit in this forward fold, finding a nice stretch here. We'll inhale, halfway lift, and then we're going to forward fold and see if we can go a little bit deeper. We'll inhale, coming back to Tadasana mountain, arms to the sky, and then we're going to forward fold again, drawing that belly in and up. We will inhale, halfway lift, forward fold again, and then we're coming back to Tadasana mountain, arms to the sky. Now here we are going to widen our feet a bit, taking them so the toes are facing outwards. We're going to bring our hands together, and then we are going to squat down, coming into that Malasana squat. We are going to hold here for about 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing our hands on our mat, we are going to come into easy pose. Our left foot will be in front of the right. We are going to come up and out of that low back here, and right away we will start to gently circle our neck, going in one direction. Then we will pause in the center and start to go the other direction. And we are going to start to circle our shoulders going one direction, and then we are going to pause and go the other direction. Now let's switch out our feet. Let's bring the right in front of the left, and then we are going to do the same thing here. So start to circle the neck going in one direction, and then we are going to pause and center and go the other direction. We're going to do the same with the shoulders here. From here, we are going to now massage into that soft tissue behind our skull. So just outside the bone behind the neck, there's soft tissue on the outside there. We're going to take our thumbs down and gently massage that tissue for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to gently release our hands. From here, we are going to bring our left leg up now over the right to come into this gentle twist, coming towards the left first. We're going to recenter. And then now we're going to bring the right leg over the left and do a twist going towards the right. Using Easy Pose as a transition, we'll come into tabletop now. And here we will get into our cat-cow. So dropping the belly, raising our gaze to the sky, we'll inhale. And then exhale, we will round and curl. We'll do more of these at our own pace. Let's pause and center, and then from here we are going to come into a dancing lion. So circling our body, going in one direction, motioning the hips backwards and forwards, side to side. This is a dancing lion. And then we will pause and center and start to go the other way. Let's start to pause and center. From here, we're going to thrust our hips back and down to child's pose, and then we'll come forward into upward facing dog, giving ourselves a gentle back bend, and then we're coming back to child's pose, and then again into that upward facing dog to a gentle back bend. We'll do that at our own pace. Now, the next time we come down into that child's pose, we are going to widen our knees a bit and bring our toes to touch if that's in our range of motion. Bringing our forehead to the mat, we can offer our forehead a massage there. Again, long inhales through the nose and even longer exhales. From this child's pose, we are going to come into the Virasana or the hero's pose. We'll come up and out of that low back here. And then we're going to bring our hands behind us so our fingers are facing away from us. We'll offer ourselves a gentle back bend by lifting our glutes off of our feet. And then we'll gently come down, give ourselves a second here. And then we're going to actually repeat that. So bringing our hands behind us again, and then a gentle back bend by lifting our glutes off of our feet. And then we'll gently come down again. And then we're going to raise up actually off of our shins here. We're coming into that mountain pose, and then we're going to start to do those full body circles again. We're going to start again by going to the left. Still mindful of the breath, long inhales through the nose and even longer exhales. We'll pause and center, and then we're going to go the other way towards the right. We'll release our hands here and then shake them out. And then we'll bring our hands behind our low back and then give ourselves another gentle back bend. And then we're going to come back into that tabletop position. Using it as a transition to thrust our hips up and back into downward facing dog, where again we will pedal out our legs here, giving ourselves a nice stretch. We'll come into the 3-point downward dog, kicking our left leg back and then rounding and curling and coming into that low lunge. From the low lunge, we'll take our arms to the sky, and then we're doing a lateral stretch to the left. And then we're going to come over and do that on the right side. We're coming back again to the left side. And then one more time, we're coming back to the right. From here, we are going to recenter and then take our hands to our mat to frame the inside of our foot. And then we are going to thrust our hips up and back to come into pyramid. So drawing that belly in again and then making sure the hips are square here. We're just giving ourselves a little stretch here. So some motion forward and then back, forward and then back. From here, we will go ahead and center, and then we are going to come into that revolved pyramid and bring our left hand up towards the sky. Bringing that raised arm down, we'll come into forward fold by bringing that back leg forward. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale, taking our arms to the sky. We'll exhale, bringing our hands to heart center. And then Tadasana ready, we'll take our arms by our side. That was great. Let's try to do that in reverse. We'll bring our hands to heart center here. Long inhales through the nose, even longer exhales. Next inhale, we'll take our arms to the sky, to Tadasana mountain pose, drawing that belly in and up. On our next exhale, we are going to forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. We'll exhale, forward fold, step that left leg back and take our right arm to the sky, coming into that revolved pyramid. Long inhales through the nose and even longer exhales. We'll take that right arm down, framing our front foot. We're still in this pyramid pose, now offering ourselves a nice stretch here, just motioning back and forward. Coming now into the low lunge, we'll bring that left knee down gently onto our mat. And just bear with me as I navigate the elements and place a bug back in the grass. Bringing our left arm to the sky, we're doing our side body stretch going to the right. We'll bring the right arm up and do that side body stretch to the left. Bringing the left arm back up, going to the right, and then bringing that right arm up, going back to the left. From here, we'll frame that front foot and then hike our hips up to come into that 3-point downward dog. We'll bring that right leg down right away and then just start to stretch out those legs again. Here, we're coming on our knees again and coming into that high Virasana with our hands behind our back to offer ourselves a gentle back bend. We'll do that gentle back bend twice here. From here, we're taking our arms to the sky now, and then we're going to do those body rolls going towards the right. So that right hand is grabbing the left hand or the wrist, and then just circling to the right. We'll pause and center and now go the other way with our left hand grabbing the right, either the wrist or the hand, and then doing those body circles going towards the left. Here we're coming now to sit our glutes near our heels, coming into that full Virasana with our hands behind us, and then lifting those glutes off of the heels and gently back down to offer ourselves that gentle back bend. And then we'll do that same thing again. So lifting our glutes off of our heels, offering ourselves that gentle back bend, and then coming back to the Virasana. From here, we'll use tabletop to transition into that child's pose. So widening the legs and then drawing our toes as close as we can together, those big toes. Here we're coming into that child's pose, into the upward facing dog, offering ourselves that gentle back bend. So motioning the hips back and down to come into child's pose, and then again coming forward and offering ourselves that gentle back bend into the upward facing dog. We'll do this at our own pace. Here we'll pause and center, and then we're going to come into that dancing lion again. So motioning going one way, we'll pause and center and then go the other way for this dancing lion. We're still mindful of the breath here, so long inhales through the nose and even longer exhales. From here, we're going to pause in the center. We're coming back into that cow cat. So dropping our belly, raising our gaze to the sky. We'll inhale to cow, and then we're rounding and curling to cat. We'll do that at our own pace. We're pausing and centering, and then we're going to come back into that easy pose with our right leg in front of the left. We're coming up and out of that low back, and then right away we are going to lift that right knee and place it over the left, and then twist towards the right. We'll recenter, and then we're going to bring that left over the right leg and then twist towards the left. Recentering an easy pose now. We're going to offer ourselves that massage again on the soft tissue that's behind our skull. So bringing our thumbs behind the head so they're face down, and then offering ourselves a massage on that GB20. We'll release our hands, and then we're going to start to circle our neck going towards the right. We'll pause and center and go towards the left. Coming to our shoulders now, we're going to roll them going one way, and then we're going to do the other direction. And then again, just I'm dealing with the elements right now, so there's a lovely couple doing a walk that just wanted to say hello to me, so I'm saying hello to them really quickly. I didn't want to cut this out because, yeah, that's just more time, but say hello to your neighbors. Okay, so coming back to it, I'm just rolling the shoulders still. And now I'm just going to pause and center and then switch out my legs. So bringing the left in front of the right. And I'm going to do that again with the next circling. So starting going towards the left. And then I'm going to go towards the right. And I'll do the same with my shoulders again. Pause and center here, and then I'm coming into that Malasana squat, bringing my hands to heart center, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing my hands on my mat, I'm going to hike my hips up and come into that forward fold. I'll halfway lift and then forward fold again, and then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose, taking our arms to the sky. We're going to forward fold again. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, and then we'll inhale, taking our arms to the sky again. So we'll do those full body circles again with that right hand grabbing the left hand or wrist. And we're just motioning in circles going towards the right. Pause and center, and we'll switch out our hands so that left is now grabbing that right wrist or hand, and we are circling to the left. Pause and center here. Shake out your wrist. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful flow. Tadasana ready. We'll take our arms by our side. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I do hope to see you again soon. Be well.